Welcome back. Today we turn our focus to the ongoing tensions surrounding the closure of the Onitsha Main Market following the Anambra State Government's directive to shut the market for 1 week. The decision was taken in response to traders' compliance with the sit-at-home order enforced by non-state actors. The state government insists that the 1 week shutdown is about restoring authority and normalizing economic activity in the face of sit-at-home orders imposed by non-state actors. But traders say they are being punished for fears they did not create. And today, the governor is expected to meet with key stakeholders. A meeting many are watching closely for clarity, compromise, or escalation. So 2 days in, the question is no longer whether the shutdown is legal or political. It is whether it is working. Is this approach calming nerves or hardening resistance? And who blinks first? The government, the traders, are the forces driving the sit-at-home order? We get to hear from the governor what he has to say about this.
Very happy New Year to all of you. Well, this is a short press conference just to clarify a few matters on the issue at hand. I want to say on Monday, the 26th day of January 2026, I drove down from Malka here. Well, after prior warnings, because we had actually informed all markets in Onitsha, especially Main Market, that they must be open or they will be shut down. Drove through the streets. In some place near Wuse, the traders were we took effort for us to even drive through because the traders were on the road, trading, busy, everywhere else bustling. Then you drive to Main Market, a government-owned market, which is the largest market in West Africa, and the place was under lock and key, except a few shops that were open and so on. And we decided to shut it down for the remainder of this week, and it will remain shut down. This is a struggle for the soul of Anambra's future. Like almost 80% of the people have given us mandate to protect and promote their welfare and security. And that we must remain committed to doing 24/7 every day. Because Monday is almost the most important day of the week. That's when suppliers, the people demanding for goods, that's when they must go and open up. So if you are not opening, people are opening, relocating elsewhere. That's what we mean by the cost to the state. The place will keep getting down and down economically. And like I said before, we're not going to train our children in the 21st century by going to school 4 days a week. Absolute nonsense. And this, of course, obviously, has stopped. We're going to open the schools, and we're going to take the same measures. If you are running a private school, if you are not open, I'll come and slam it and lock it up. Because we've given you the permission to operate there as a school. And in Anambra, the school days are Monday through Friday. For the sake of this state, for our children, for these poor people, poor traders, poor farmers, and who depend on these markets being open, we cannot have this. So the struggle is to save the economy of Anambra, secure our future, save our children, keep our markets open, and reassure our investors who are pouring in now that Anambra is not a 4-day week. It's a 5 or 6 day week. We need to reassure everybody we are open for business. Anambra is certainly one of the largest economies in Nigeria. You can't count 1 to 5, and you don't count Anambra State. A time comes when you must either stand up for truth or be drowned. We don't want to deal with this and pull out the full weight of the law. But if we are pushed, we are not even shy to deploy them. Under normal days, on Mondays, you are everywhere, playing in the streets. That's the day now you go for sporting. That's the day you have neighborhood meetings and you say it is sit at home. You're not sitting at home. It's now calculated economic sabotage to bring down Onitsha. to bring down Newi, to bring down the economy of the state. And I will tell you what, you can do that with any other person, but not with this governor standing here. We are determined on behalf of the Anambra people, we must take back our state. We are going to take back our state, whatever it costs. We are determined. It's not yet 100%. We're still massively launching massive onslaught on these criminal elements in our state. And Anambra is currently, without any doubt, one of the safest states in Nigeria. We claim to be the safest, but probably at least even the enemy will agree that we're one of the safest states in Nigeria. And the main market, for now, as it is currently structured, as our biggest market, Newi, all these markets, building materials, head bridge, this and so on and so forth. Because by Monday, those of them, any of them that fails to be open again, going to be locked, maybe for 2 weeks. I'm not joking with this. We're very clear about what must happen. The new Anambra that we are spending 24/7 building must come to happen. God has willed it, and we humans must make it happen. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
That is Chukwuma Soludo. To discuss this critical development with me, I have Mr. Alex Obodo. He's head of news and current affairs at Afia Television. Mr. Alex, you're welcome.
Thank you, Norma.
Yes, let's start off with one thing that he said towards the end of his speech, that Anambra is one of the safest states in Nigeria.
I mean, we have to give it to him.
Okay.
In the last 1 year, I think there's been a lot of improvement there.
All right.
If you looked at Anambra 2 years ago or 2.5 years ago, maybe that wouldn't have been correct.
Okay.
And considering what we saw in December, I think he is on the right path. I cannot stay here and say that Anambra is not.
Is not.
Because he must have security reports that gave him the boldness to make that proclamation. And we haven't heard any major security breach in Anambra in the last 6 months. I mean, if you do, you tell me.
All right. Okay. You know, we are talking about security, which is one of the key issues in this back and forth. The traders are saying that the market is not safe on Mondays for commerce. They are afraid something could happen. Whilst the governor is saying that he has beefed up security by deploying advanced technology, including AI-powered surveillance, cameras, tracking system, and the state has also provided 30 operational vehicles to the police to enhance patrols. What can you say about the security situation?
Okay.
And who is really lying here?
No, it's not about who's lying.
Okay.
This sit-at-home thing has gotten to the emotions of our people.
Okay.
It is possible now that the traders in main market, the reason why they're staying at home has nothing to do with insecurity. It's basically about getting comfortable, not going to market on a Monday.
Which was inspired by the sit-at-home.
So because the whole thing, they are more comfortable pushing that agenda than showing up to open their shops, because they are supporting IPOB or rooting for Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. But the big question is shutting down the business of a whole region the only way you can show solidarity? Are there no other ways of showing solidarity? And Nnamdi Kanu is not being held in the southeast. Why must we shut down the southeast to show solidarity? Why must we keep putting ourselves down because there's a claim that people are supporting this and supporting that? You know, for those in business, if you are selling, for instance, you're selling tires, and on a daily basis, you're probably getting 3 million naira. So if you don't open on Monday, there's no 3 million naira for you. And that also affects the value chain. The driver that will convey the tires, those that will load it, the food they will eat, everything is connected. And that's the aspect those who want to stay at home are missing, that there's interconnectedness of all the activities. Those who do transportation, those who are into food vendors, even everybody doing anything whatsoever. You are accessing services, filling stations. All these things are connected. But then there's something Governor Soludo said, which is very instructive. Why are they comfortable trading in the streets? They are claiming they are staying at home, but people are trading in the streets. They are having meetings. They are doing all sorts of things, doing exercises, but they will not open their shop. So the whole concept of staying at home is no longer the reason they are not opening their shop, because staying at home means that you will be inside your house. So the question is, why are they not inside their houses if they are feeling unsafe? Someone that is unsafe should be in his house to be safe. But if you are out there exercising, jogging in the street, playing football, having neighborhood meetings,
yes,
that it doesn't show that you're unsafe. It means that you are so relaxed that you're even having fun.
All right. So today, the governor is to meet with, according to Everest Oba, that's the special advisor to Governor Soludo on trade and market. He announced that the governor will be meeting with market leaders this morning. Reason was not disclosed, actually. But what are your expectations from this meeting?
I mean, just to tell them to start coming on Monday, because you can see he's not yielding. And I do not expect the chief executive to yield. It's his duty to maintain security in the state.
Okay.
So he cannot be seen as yielding to people who are making demands that are unrealistic. The whole talk about staying at home is, I don't know the purpose it's serving.
All right. You just mentioned about security. It's two-way now, because he is going to speak with the market leaders today. And we have heard that the governor has dialogued in the past with the traders, but it has not yielded any result. Should a different strategy be mapped out to dialogue with the fifth columnist? We are not talking about the other elephant in the room, because it's not just the traders and the government here. We have another sect who are actually pioneering this. And we have not heard that he had a meeting with them, he had a sit down with them or anything. We're not encouraging that you get to sit down with people who really want to sabotage.
No, there's a question we've asked and nobody is answering that. IPOB wants you to stay at home. Kindly ask them, what has been your contribution to the Southeast in terms of developing anything? How many people have enjoyed scholarships from IPOB? Because obviously they have the ability to raise money. Simon Ekpal raised thousands of euros for whatever he was doing. They are raising money from America and different places. How many scholarships have they given to Ndibo who are schooling? How many boreholes have they sunk in any of the communities in Igbo land? How many schools have they built? Nothing.
But would you employ?
No, because at the end of the day, if you want people to obey you, you have to affect their lives positively. How have you done that? The reason I'm saying is because they are raising money to do this.
Yeah, but they have not really, like you said, right? You have to affect their life. You have to really influence their life positively. They haven't done that you would.
Yes, so
people are obeying their
that's the point.
Others.
Because they are using fear mongering. It's called fear-mongering or scaremongering. They're scaring people with this and that. But currently, the governor says you have to be at the market, that security is guaranteed.
Okay, would you employ the governor to have a sit-down with this sect?
He says he has done that. Which sect?
The IPOB.
Because the way it is, the leader of IPOB is in prison.
But we have the others who are their stakeholders, if we call them
Simon Ekpa was claiming that he was, until they asked him questions at the finish court, and he denied any links to IPOB. So what do you want anybody to believe? That people who are claiming this, the moment the law catches up with them, they deny. They say they are doing content creation. It's not fair. They're not being fair to the Igbo land when they do this sort of things, because the magnitude of Onitsha Market, some people don't quite understand it. You have over 40 interconnected markets there. It's not like people here on Onitsha Main Market, they think it's a singular structure you just walk into.
Yes.
Even before you get to the market, there are interconnections. 40. Over 80,000 permanent shops. How do you even deal with that? Do you know how many people you have 3 to 4 million footfalls on a daily basis, people who troop into Onitsha? Do you know how much that is lost in the whole value chain when that market does not open in a day? I'll give you an instance. People moving from many parts of Delta State into Anambra were not able to move yesterday and 2 days ago because the transporters did not have the traffic going to Onitsha. Because what will give you the morale to move is that you are sure you're going to pick passengers on your return.
Apart from that, the road leading up to that's the Niger Bridge, is blocked by the protesters.
Even before the blockage, what motivates you as a transporter is your passengers. If you are not certain that people are even heading to the destination you are headed, you are not in business. And remember, this affects the filling stations. This affects whoever will be in the value chain, people who are selling snacks, people who are selling food, people who are supplying all sorts of things. People go to Onitsha to buy goods to return to their base. That hasn't happened. People joke with this, and it's serious business. So as soon as those people in Onitsha understand that they have to show up on Monday, you have over 100 security formations in Onitsha Market. Okay. So what I think should happen in that meeting is that how will they really synergize with government to make sure that the security is foolproof?
Yeah, and like I mentioned, we saw videos of major road being blocked, and these are the reactions from the protesters. Do you think it could become worse if the governor do not buy into their own demand? Because if you saw videos of them chanting, it was them still supporting what they are supporting.
But you ask yourself...
It's not that making demands, okay, we'll do it like this or not.
They are blocking the Niger Bridge, the Niger bridgehead. Okay, fine, you want to draw the attention of government, but government has asked you to open your shops and you refuse, and you think that the only way to solve the problem is by being lawless. This could breed another kind of problem. Security agencies might maybe mistakenly harm someone, and that will now become another problem. I think this issue can be solved. Okay. Many parts of the Southeast, markets are opening on Monday. Onitsha can't be different. Onitsha can't isolate itself. Onitsha cannot alienate itself from the connectedness of the Southeast business space. So they have to start trading on Monday.
All right. What better security mechanism do you think that the governor should put out now? Should he put out security forces on the road every Monday, maybe for, let's say, 6 months, so these people get to see them every other day and have the trust and confidence that, yes, we're being protected? Do you think that this would really help?
Well, they haven't opened on Monday to test that. Because it's only when they open on Monday they will see it, because right now they're saying they're scared. I totally understand that. But they haven't opened on Monday. But mind you,
yes,
during the Christmas season, they opened on Monday. They opened on Monday to do the business. So ask yourself, what then is the problem? Why are they refusing to open now? But you opened on Monday during the Christmas season and made sales. But now you will not open on Monday. There is something there they are not discussing. And our people must understand that there are things you are looking for that you cannot get by being unruly, by destroying everything you have built. Imagine that someone with 5 shops in Main Market decides not to show up on a particular day. The Southeast is losing money. Anambra is losing money. Onitsha is losing money. Those individuals in those markets are losing money because Nigeria they don't show up. But they are looking at it, staying at home will give Southeast independence. Who told you that? Do you think that it's easy for a particular region to secede from a country? It's not possible. It doesn't work that way. Even in 1967, that the Biafra War was fought, it wasn't easy. And that was not obviously what they were doing. Nobody stayed at home for any reason. Okay. And the circumstances were not the same. Mm-hmm. And you think that right now, if you stay at home to hurt yourself, that anyone will grant you what you are seeking. It's not possible.
Okay, so to wrap it up, right, what economic incentive should the government introduce now, away from closures and sanctions, right, in order to revive business? What should the government introduce? The closures, the sanctions, they're not buying it, right? I don't think, could there be a better way to really dialogue with these traders without closing up their shops and businesses? Because they're losing money. I don't know if you've seen the report of the circular by Lawmefo, where he mentioned how much is being lost every Monday. And not to talk about Monday, we are 3 days into this. They're losing money. The South this is the largest market in West Africa and Africa as a continent. So what other way?
There is no other way. They have to comply and show up.
No other way?
Because what I see, those in Main Market are not asking for help. They are not asking for those incentives because already they are doing businesses.
Yes.
But I understand that government may have things for them, maybe for people to scale their businesses. I'm sure that Governor Soludo may have all that laid out.
Okay.
But what is the main issue here is that the people in the market are refusing to show up on Monday. They are not saying that because they don't have money to trade. That's not, the bone of contention is not that those in main market don't have money or seed fund to have their shops open.
Okay.
It's because they have simply refused to show up.
Okay. So we'll come to this juncture that you really support what the governor is doing and you feel like this is the right way to go about this.
So what is the right way? Because on this issue of sit at home, recall Enugu also had to deal with it. Yes. The very first set of things Governor Peter Mbah did here was to tell everybody that he would not condone sit at home. And it started by making sure that the civil servants showed up.
True.
Before he moved to any other place, before he asked the banks and all the big outfits in Enugu to open. Because if you don't open, there will be consequences. Because at the end of the day, it is viewed as economic sabotage, and that's what it is. Remember, all these things are about revenues. Mm-hmm. It's about revenues. Imagine that your state is supposed to turn over a revenue of, this is hypothetical, maybe 100 billion. Okay. And then because if you remove the 4 Mondays you have in a particular month, and maybe for those Mondays you're supposed to be grossing maybe like 10 billion and it doesn't show. So imagine ruling that for a whole year, all the Mondays in the year. If you calculate what is supposed to accrue to the individuals, to private organizations, and to government, the loss is humongous. We can't continue to sustain that.
Yes.
We are being unfair to ourselves.
Okay, your hypothesis is actually Onitsha is bigger than that. The 100 billion that
No. I gave a hypothetical because on a daily basis, since you now poked me, on a daily basis, you have a footfall of 2 to 3 million people.
Okay.
So now annual turnover of between 5 to 10 billion US dollars. Trading on things like electronics, automobile parts, fabrics, pharmaceuticals, jewelry, foodstuff, industrial equipment. So imagine that you incorporate how much that would have been made from all the Mondays missing.
Okay.
So meaning that you have a higher amount.
Yes, of course.
So that it's a very serious matter. I'm not sure they understand the sheer size of their influence on the Southeast economic ecosystem.
True. Ms. Alex Obodo, thank you very much for coming on the show.
Thank you.
Yes. And that's the much that we can take on the Afia Business Morning. Afia Business Morning returns tomorrow. Many thanks for staying with us. My name is Noma Aniwene. Bye for now.